Yo guys, and welcome back here towards this new stream on my channel. Excuse me, I just went live. I have literally prepared nothing. I see the market pumping. I thought let's jump live with you guys. Hopefully the stream will be running good. I think the internet should be alright right now here today, so that is absolutely pinch perfect. So let's dive in towards the Bitcoin chart here, because Bitcoin is absolutely obliterating those shorts right now here. So I've been looking towards the market already for a few hours before, earlier today, I mean, and I've been, of course, uploading a video about what we're currently seeing in this market, and that we were basically expecting a further continuation towards the upside. Why were we doing so? Because there were, like, several things coming together here on the market. We were seeing, once again, a bullish retest was occurring on Bitcoin. We were seeing the daily time frame looking particularly bullish with, of course, a bullish retest. And right now it is, of course, looking to be breaking out as well in the daily time frame. But like several things came together as well. The funding rates being pretty negative, and right now still they are negative. Look at Bybit here, guys. Quickly and heads up here. Bybit currently has a funding rate of 0.0415, what is of course extremely low funding rates. I mean, extremely negative funding rates, we could say as well. So that is looking pretty interesting. Funding rates so extremely negative still here, even though the market has been down already for such a sustainable period. What is making myself so bullish right now here? For a lot of people that don't even know what the funding rates mean here, it basically tells us a little bit about how the shorts against the longs are right now getting measured. So currently we can see there are way more, there's a significant more amount of shorts active in the market than longs. And of course, like we do know, usually the majority of the people are wrong. And that's the reason why I right now am a little bit more bullish on this market. So I've been so far buying the dip, and Bitcoin is absolutely plunging right now here. It is going up like crazy. Let me quickly check up on the liquidation. So liquidations are most certainly going to come in right now here, since we do have a lot of shorters in this market. Currently 23 million in the past hour, but most certainly it will come up a little bit further on as soon as Bitcoin is going to continue its pump even further. So looking very good right here. So as well, we're going to talk a little bit about the RSI, about what we currently can see. Hidden bearish divergence is going to get invalidated since we're forming a higher high than the previous high over there. That is looking particularly strong right here. So let's as well check up on the 4-hour time frame right here. So this is, in my opinion, one of the most important time frames to look at right here, because I personally think here, what you can see on this 4-hourly time frame right now is that Bitcoin is retesting this horizontal range once again that we have been talking about quite often. We've been talking about this range several times here before. This horizontal level provided a lot of resistance on this market, and right now we are getting a retest of this range here. And of course, let me quickly do something here. Yeah, and because we are right now once again retesting it, excuse me. Yes, excuse me. I had to put on my air conditioning for a second here. So, I see, let me see the chat here. Breaking the daily downtrend. Yeah, it's looking very good. We're going to talk about the daily in a second here. To all bears out there, indeed. I mean, I don't get it why you should be shorting the market once we are already down so significantly. So, we just breached through the $39,000. That's absolutely crazy. So let me as well do a quick tweet about it. Bitcoin 39K, let's go. Once again, back above $39,000 is beautiful to see here. So we're even pumping further on. And what I was basically talking about is the 4-hourly time frame, of course. So 4-hourly time frame is looking particularly good right here. Why? Oh my gosh, 39.4K. I mean, this is really the thing we've been waiting for. You can see right now, liquidations are turning up. And of course, we do know these are all short liquidations. And of course, the best liquidations on the markets are always a short liquidation. So 100K incoming indeed, guys. Let's fucking go for it. Let's go. Bear trap. So what I was talking about, if this 4-hourly candle, what is going to be closing in 40 minutes from now on, is going to be closing above this 39.2K level, 39.1K level, we're going to be looking extremely bullish here. We're going to be looking very bullish for Bitcoin. And most certainly, I can say that we're then going to be going in towards an even further increasement in valuation for Bitcoin. So we can see already the trend is emerging a little bit more towards the upside. We've been seeing the sell pressure really cooling off for the recent days here. We've been seeing higher lows getting formed on this market in general. And right now, we're, of course, finally breaching through of the highs again here. So, if this 4-hourly candle can close in 40 minutes from now on above this this red box here, I'm going to be having a very bullish price target, because my price target for Bitcoin is going to be laying around to 44,000 US dollars here on the top side on this market. So if Bitcoin indeed is going to be breaking bullish right now in this case, I am most certainly going to be looking for even another long position to be opening on Bitcoin. So that could be, of course, literally happen live on the stream here, because in 40 minutes from now on, we are going to close this 4-hourly candle. And this 4-hourly candle could give me the signal for either opening a long position or either, of course, waiting a little bit longer. So we are definitely very close with making that decision right now here. Let me see. Let me see. Let's go 40K. Indeed, it looks very strong here right now here. It looks very strong. Change a lot of between scenes, please. Oh, what's the problem? What's the problem? Let me know. I think the connection should be alright right now here on the channel. So 39.6K already, guys. I think, let me know in the chat. Do you think we could reach the 40K right now here? Let me know. I think we're looking pretty good right now for breaking through the 40K as well here. So I've been talking about the daily downtrend as well several times before, right? So this daily downtrend has been a critical one to be looking at. We've been discussing it several times before, and you can see this daily downtrend has a lot of significance. This daily downtrend is right now getting broken, and I've already talked about it on today's update video, of course, but look at the RSI retest, what we are currently seeing here. This is a beautiful, but literally, I mean, there's nothing more beautiful than this RSI retest that we're currently getting experienced here on this market. So we can see clearly we've been forming a downward sloping resistance line here on the market on the RSI. We've got several rejections on this RSI downtrend. Then we break above it. We retest this RSI trend back into support. And afterwards, we're seeing a massive increasement in price valuation. So this was, of course, a very nice RSI retest we got here. RSI retest really showing the significance so far, and right now, of course, I can say we are breaking out, but I will be not saying necessarily we're breaking out just so. Yeah, we're not confirmed to breakout. Why am I saying so? Is because a breakout is only going to get confirmed as soon as we're going to close the daily candle outside of this territorium of this downward sloping trend line. So as soon as Bitcoin does closes this daily candle outside of this downward sloping trend line, we are most certainly going to be looking for a lot of bullishness, but a lot of bullishness in the Bitcoin price action, because we're breaking critical downward sloping trend lines, and that is going to be resulting in the bulls probably taking some territory back in the market, and most certainly it's going to be resulting in even more short liquidation. So already in the past hour, it shoot up with an approximately 25 million. Probably shorts are getting, yeah, of course, they are literally getting liquidated right now. Most of the liquidations are coming from Bitcoin. A lot of Bitcoin trade is currently around the corner. And of course, I've warned you guys already, for people that were shorting, that you should be very careful, because like you can see right now, funding rate's still pretty negative here, especially on Bybit. Extreme amounts of bears apparently in the market. An extreme big amount of people that are shorting this market right now here are absolutely getting wrecked here, and that's why you don't short an asset on Bitcoin. I mean, the weird part all about it is that this funding rates were just going negative as soon as Bitcoin went below 40,000 US dollars. While we were trading above 40,000 US dollars, Bitcoin had no negative funding rates. What means, well, we were trading above 40,000 US dollars. People were still confident in this market that the market was going to turn even more bullish. But you know what's very weird? As soon as we came below the 40,000 US dollars, we were seeing a lot of shorters entering the market. Why? I don't know. Because, I mean, I do know it, of course, because I've been in this market. I've been surviving corrections already right now for 5 years. Actually, it's 6 years right now, February 2022. I started literally in February 2016, so it's been exactly 6 years for me right now that I've been in crypto. I mean, that needs a celebration maybe. And guys, if we could be maybe smash it up towards 500 likes on today's stream here, I'm as well going to do a live giveaway with you guys out here on the channel, and we're as well going to pick the winner live here on the stream. So, it's been a pretty interesting journey, and I've seen it several times repeating over and over again. Emotions and trading. And right now what we can see, as soon as Bitcoin went below 40,000 US dollars, there was a huge amount of shorters coming in towards the market again. And I don't get it, because people are not shorting Bitcoin on 69K, 60K, 50K, 45K, 44K. No, they're starting to short Bitcoin below 40K, and that doesn't make any sense for me, because for me, that I'm seeing that there are so many shorts activated below the 40K, it gives me a signal that the bottom is either very close or the bottom is already in, and that we're going to most certainly going to see a short squeeze. And that is very bullish news in my opinion, and that's very bullish things that we're currently seeing in the market, and I'm trying to be benefiting from it right now here. Of course, I've already been in my dollar cost average strategy. I have been accumulating more and more and more along the way here. I will be never stop buying this dip here, and I'm using a strategy. I'm buying approximately 5,000 US dollars every single day back into Bitcoin, and of course I can even show you all the data. I'm buying with every day approximately 5,000 US dollars, between the 4, 5, 6,000 US dollars. I'm buying back in Bitcoin. No matter the price, I'm buying it every single day here in this whole dip here already for the past 30 days. And because I've been using that strategy, I've maybe not bought the best price here every single time, but I've got a very good average price here. And that's, of course, for me, the most important part, because I am very comfortable that Bitcoin is going to trade still at new all-time highs in 2022, and the people that are right now not investing their time in crypto are definitely going to be missing out on these big gains that were about to get created this year. So, daily downtrend breaking. Yes, indeed, we are indeed seeing that. I mean, to be very clear, there are definitely major opportunities right now occurring for trading setups, of course. I'm not saying go all in right now here. No, never. If you're going to be entering trades, always do cost average in towards them. But what I will be approaching as a very good trading opportunity is, of course, and I've been already making a video about it, I will be opening a long position as soon as Bitcoin breaks this 4-hour horizontal range here. As soon as the 4-hourly candle, if we're closing it on the level where we're right now trading on, I'm opening a long position. Why? Is because we're breaking the range high, and this is extremely bullish. Bitcoin is going to see a significant price increasement if it's going to close over here, and that is going to be for me a reason to open my new long position, because yes, I want to get an entry, but I'm not going to, let's say, enter over here. I mean, I could have entered over here, but the risk was most certainly too high for me. I didn't know. You can't ever know when we're going to pump, you know. I want to be seeing a confirmation. I want to be seeing a confirmation Bitcoin is going to create an increasement. Where is this confirmation laying for me right now? This confirmation for me is above the 39.2K. If we're closing above that level, I'm seeing a confirmation for me to go long. Of course, it's not the best price to be buying in towards, but it definitely will be, of course, a signal to go long. I will be not right away go long. No, as soon as this 4-hourly candle close like is here, I will be going towards the 1-hour time frame. I will be wait because the 1-hour time frame is extremely overbought, like you can see over here. I will be not right away enter my trade. I will be then look for a 1-hour time frame entry, where I will be probably look to enter my trade here is as soon as Bitcoin closes this 1-hour candle and retests this 39.1K level. If it retests this level, it could be most certainly a very good entry price in my opinion. So guys, let me know 40K Bitcoin today. Let me know in the chat here. Let me know, do you think 40K Bitcoin is possible today? You have a microphone problem? Please don't spam in the chat here. I don't have a microphone problem. Do I have a microphone problem? Let me know in the chat. Mic. Everyone's saying mic. I was just looking in my settings. Please don't spam in the chat. I mean, I shouldn't have a problem because on my screen it looks good. You're talking so much against yourself. Then you're bearish, then you're bullish. You know, that's not true. That's not true. I mean, what people don't get... there's an echo. There's an echo. Wait, let me replug it. Test. Give me 1 second. Okay, let me know if everything is alright again. But what people don't get is that I make videos about short term. I make videos about short term. So I mean, Bitcoin, like you can see, it doesn't move up in a straight line. No, I make videos about what I see over here. But if you say I talk against myself, you definitely don't know my videos well enough, because I always have been bullish on this whole correction wave over here. I've been bullish the whole time on the larger scale. I've been bullish on the larger scale. Only what people don't understand is that I am as well a short-term trader. I open a lot of trades a day. Bitcoin, I can short Bitcoin and I can still stay bullish. That has nothing to do with my wider view on Bitcoin. The point that I want to be doing here is like over here. I said I'm opening a long position if we break above it. If we don't, we're going to be looking for a correction down. You have to play both directions. If you're always going to play on one card, you're going to get wrecked. Take both sides. If you're not taking both sides, if you can't short and long Bitcoin, you are on the wrong side here. You always have to take every single opportunity, and the market doesn't always move in one direction. Your opinion as a trader, I don't know a single trader who's not bullish and bearish like 4 or 5 times a day, because the market changed up very quickly. Right now, we're breaking above this horizontal key range here. This is getting myself bullish. I'm not going to say this is bearish because that's against the facts here. The fact here right now in the market is that this is a bullish signal in the market. We're breaking above key resistance, and that is, of course, going to lead towards a continuation. Yes, there were some bearish structures in the market getting formed here. While we were breaking bearish, I was, of course, not looking good. But we broke above the range high, and we're creating a further continuation up again. So you always have to play both directions. If you say, okay, Bitcoin is right now going to break down, and you're only going to put your mind to that, you're going to get wrecked. You should adapt yourself always to every single scenario that's playing out here. Rover, did you close Ethereum and Bitcoin long trades? I'm currently still in 2 Bitcoin and Ethereum, 1 Bitcoin and 1 Ethereum trade, I should say. And I'm most certainly going to open another one as soon as this 4-hourly candle is closing above of the range high of this horizontal range over here. So that is looking pretty good here. So let me see here. Sounds perfect. Thank you so much for letting me know. Internet connection is also pretty good. So let me go over some other projects here. So what is going to be first of all important for the 1 hour candle close is above the 39.1k, guys. To be very clear for everyone out there, we have to close above the 39.1k for this 1 hour close to be looking a little bit more bullish. But let me go over Ethereum here. Ethereum, absolutely interesting to look at. Ethereum trading on key resistance. What I mean with key resistance is that the level what we're right now trading on has been providing a lot of support and resistance in the past already. Several times in the past before. So this level as well, horizontal resistance from the past year in May, and of course on the lower time frames it provides support and resistance as well. Right now we're trading against this 28.92 US dollar level. This level is of course a level that we have to be breaking. As soon as we do break above of this level, Ethereum is most certainly going to see a continuation towards this daily resistance level around to 29.66, what is of course an approximately 3% increasement. So definitely what I will be approaching right now in terms of trading opportunities. If Bitcoin is going to close above the 39.1k and Ethereum closes above the 28.94, we could be right away look for another significant pump up here. I personally think at least a 2% pump could be coming off towards for Ethereum, and for Bitcoin we could be looking for an approximately. Let me see if I'm going to set up a Fibonacci real quickly. What we could be looking for if we're going to be closing above the 39.1k in terms of a push that we could be getting for Bitcoin. So what we could be looking for on Bitcoin is right away push further on towards levels around 41.1k here. So yeah, we could be looking and we could be increasing very quickly for Bitcoin if we're going to be breaking and breaching through this 39.3, 39.2k level. If we're going to hold that level, we're going to be looking very good for the imminent short term and the coming hours ahead of ourselves. So for Ethereum also looking particularly bright right now here. 4-hourly time frame on Ethereum has been a little bit better. Why has Ethereum performed so good compared to like different compared to Bitcoin basically? Because Ethereum has been performing a little bit better in terms of the correction and the push up here already compared to Bitcoin. You know, you can see 34% surge already in just a matter of a few days, right? I mean, these are pretty big gains, and yet people still don't understand it. Yet people say, "Oh, Bitcoin, we're getting screwed over. We're in an bear market, etc." I mean, if you call this a bear market, I mean, I don't know. I don't believe in a bear market right now here, but either way, we're making 33% in just a matter of 15 days here. You could be making easy gains with Ethereum, with Bitcoin right now. Why? Question mark is because we're in a dip. In the dip, you could be making fortunes of money by just dollar cost averaging back in towards this market. So right now, we've seen already 35% move up. Why is Ethereum moving so quickly? I will be right away give it towards the NFT space. OpenSea currently having in January they reached $5 billion in volume here. What is absolutely crazy, what's absolutely nuts, of course, NFTs are rising, NFTs are on the rise, of course. You know, it's going to be pretty funny because probably this week or maybe next week I'm going to be buying my first big NFT here. Guys, let me know because I'm probably going to be buying a Bored Ape. Let me know which rarity I should be buying. I'm looking to be spending approximately $400,000 on it because I know let me know. Let me know what you guys think about a Bored Ape, because how I think about it here is that if you buy Bored Ape, you're in the top 10,000 of those people, and it's just fun. I mean, probably I believe in like where NFTs could stay in like 10 years from now on. I think right now it's a little bit maybe too overhyped, but I always say to myself, just go with the hype, of course. So looking to be buying a Bored Ape here, probably going to perform still pretty good. So let me know what you guys think about it if I should do so. The Fed will be bringing Bitcoin down with an interest rate hike. It's funny. Europe just yesterday announced that the interest rates will be not changing up here, because if they're going to change up the interest rates, they're going to literally kill the economic growth of the whole European or the USA. They're going to kill the economic growth here. They don't want to do so. So as well in the US, they have so far not raised the interest rates. They're saying they're going to keep raising the interest rates till the inflation is fixed, but we just have to see it, because even though if you're going to raise interest rates, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get your results. It doesn't necessarily mean that the inflation will come down here. There are several scenarios that could be playing out, that we are going to raise the interest rates, that the economic growth will cool down, and still the inflation will be there. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to solve it. So maybe they're looking for a different solution. I don't necessarily believe it's going to kill Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is going to be our hedge. And what the whole fact here is that if we're going to compare the M2 money stock, the US debt basically, with 2 years ago, there's still a supply growth of more than 100%, but the realized inflation has been not more than 100% in the past 2 years. So there's still a lot of more inflation to come if that money comes in circulation. So we've got a big problem anyways, and that's the reason why I invest in Bitcoin, to really secure my wealth right here. But Ethereum looking pretty good here. To be honest, what I will be looking for in terms of the most critical level of resistance is that we have to be breaking this horizontal level over here. If we could be breaking above of this horizontal range of basically this red box here, we're going to be looking for a very good price action for Ethereum. So far we're trading against it, so a rejection could be very likely. I'm not saying that we have to be seeing an increasement from up this point here. No, what I'm saying here is that we could be most certainly see another rejection from here as well. What we want to be seeing is basically a 4-hourly candle close above of this level for a continuation. As long as we're not seeing so, we're not looking necessarily so strong for Ethereum. We're still looking in a more bearish period. But what I could say you, as soon as Ethereum, and as well for Bitcoin, it's exactly the same, right? As soon as we do break above of this level, we're going to be looking for a very bullish and sustainable bullish period for Ethereum and the whole market basically in general. Why am I saying so? Is because we've been in a downtrend for quite a while. We already know it. For more than 90 days approximately, we've been in a downtrend. Like you can see, we've been coming down the whole time. But as soon as you're breaching through and taking back territory in what was previously major resistance, you're going to be looking for more bullish price action in the days ahead for yourself. So that is, of course, looking particular interesting, and that could be looking for that could be resulting in a lot of bullish price action, a lot of bullish market structure, and of course the hype to return a little bit back towards the market. Because what we can see, if we're really going to be analyzing some on-chain data, guys, let's go over some on-chain data right now here, and I will keep my eyes out wide open on the Bitcoin chart, right, because that's the most important chart to be looking at in my opinion. But we could be discussing some things here, right? So let me first of all discuss the HODL waves here. What we can basically see here is the amount of people, short-term investors and long-term investors. We can see the difference. What we do know here, market peaks here. So like you can see here in 2017, a lot of short-term hodlers enter the market, a lot of newbies entering the market. What we can see right now is with the first move up, we saw definitely an increasement in like the short-term hodlers, the newbies coming in the market, but not as high as 2017, because 2017 was really a retail FOMO pump, and we have not seen the retail FOMO so far. And you know what's funny? On this second rally up here, we were not necessarily seeing a lot of new short-term hodlers stepping in on the market. Actually, what we're seeing right now is that the long-term hodlers are definitely increasing. So we're seeing an increasing a chart basically in long-term hodlers. There are more and more long-term hodlers entering the market, what is always a very bullish thing. And then as well, to talk about, let me see, transfer volume. Yeah, let's talk about the transfer volume. Let me put this on a 7-day moving average. Let me do this like this. Let me put it on this 7-day moving average. So Let me use a different one here. I mean, I want to be talking about the volume in the market. Why do I want to be talking about the volume in the market? Because volume is very important to be looking at. Volume is extremely important to be looking at, actually. Total, just no, I will be talking about. I can't really find it right now. So I think it's this. I will use this one for instance to showcase you guys so many important thoughts about the market. Basically, no, I will use a different one. So let me go to my dashboard real quickly. What I want to be talking about here is the increasing growth. First of all, hash rate. Hash rate and mining difficulty. What this basically is here is hash rate is basically the mining power that's getting used to mine Bitcoin. The higher the hash rate, the more secure the network and the more confidence from miners there is to be mining Bitcoin. So it means that there's, basically a lot of miners are comfortable that Bitcoin is going to increase in value, because why should you mine more Bitcoin if the price is lower? Because it's not going to cover your electricity bills. But still, the network has never been so secured. So there is so much interest from miners to mine Bitcoin that the mining difficulties literally went towards a new all-time high just a week ago, of course. What is, of course, absolutely crazy. As well, a thing to be looking at here is derivatives, open interest. Open interest is, of course, still standing particular high, like what you know here. Open interest is sitting at extreme high levels. What is, let me quickly go towards this open interest. Let me see where it is. Open interest over here. Futures. So open interest is still sitting at all-time highs here. If we're going to compare to the US dollar, you can see the open interest in comparison towards the US dollar is not at an all-time high. But you know what's a very funny thing to see here is that the exchange Bitcoin futures open interest here is standing against an all-time high if we're measuring it in Bitcoin. So the amount of Bitcoins getting used here to, of course, leverage and trade Bitcoin is still standing at an all-time high. What is, in my opinion, particular bearish? Why is this bearish? Why is this bearish in your opinion? I mean, it could be bullish as well. In this case right now, exactly on the time of recording, it's bullish. Why? Is because the majority of the money that is getting used to leverage this market is trading short. How do we know that? Is because the funding rates are still negative. So the majority of the money that's getting used here is having negative funding rates. So that is, of course, a particularly good thing. But usually what you want to be seeing here in these market corrections is that the open interest is decreasing rather than increasing. Because once the open interest usually decreases, it shows a loss of confidence in the market. And you're maybe asking me, Rover, why do you want to be seeing a loss of confidence in the market? Is because once the market is losing confidence, it usually shows you a very good opportunity to be buying back in towards the market. Because once people are not confident in the market, you should be starting to get comfortable. And of course, what you can see here is the Binance open interest. Binance is, of course, currently the leader in terms of the volume that it is bringing towards the Bitcoin open interest. It's trading against all-time highs here. And that is the reason why I always say here, once we're going to be looking at open interest, it's going to be very important to look at the Binance open interest, because Binance is, of course, the most used, so far the most used leverage trading exchange here. Bybit as well, pretty big one you should be looking at. Still on Bybit, we've seen a massive decreasement in open interest as well in the US dollar comparison. There has been a significant lower amount of volume and trading volume in the market. What is, of course, pretty interesting to see here. As well, massive corrections in the market that came here, and massive amounts of Bitcoins and US dollars got shaken out of this market. So that's pretty interesting to see. You can see a whole different kind of trading movement here getting started on Bybit here. So by the way, if you do want to be trading this market and if you want to be taking advantage of market movements, don't forget to check out here the link in the description, because you could be signing up here on Bybit. And you know what's pretty good about Bybit right now here? If you're signing up for my link in the description, you're first of all going to get a 30% off of all trading fees. So you're going to get a 30% off of all trading fees, what is, of course, massive. The fees are not necessarily so high, especially if you're trading long. You know, it's funny. If you're going to trade long right now, you're going to get a 30% extra because you're going to get paid to be in a long position. Why do you get paid to be in a long position? Because the funding rates are negative and more people are in short positions. So trading on Bybit right now, if you're a long trader, you should definitely look into Bybit, because Bybit definitely got right now these negative funding rates. And that's, of course, extremely bullish, of course, to be looking in towards if you want to be trading. And of course, you as well get a $4,100 deposit bonus, what is absolutely mind-blowing. But right now, guys, I should be looking back towards Bitcoin. because Bitcoin is coming down a little bit further again. Now everyone's bullish on Bitcoin. I mean, I know some friends. You know, I'm like in certain groups here, trading groups. And I was starting to get bullish in the trading group because those people were shorting Bitcoin earlier today and they probably got liquidated. So I was starting to get bullish because of that. I mean, usually I counter trade that group here, nothing bad against that group here. But usually what I just see is like, I don't want to be following the real retailers. I mean, on YouTube as well, I probably have one of the most weirdest opinions here on YouTube, because usually once the market is down, you see a lot of people being scared, being frightened, but I'm usually not the person that's really scared if the market is down. I know I'm the person that's looking bullish always. I look at everything in a different perspective. And that's me, of course. So if you're first time on the channel, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you want to be seeing, if you like counter trading people, you're on the right channel, because I'm usually the person that is doing that. Scam week. It's not really a scam week, to be very honest. We are still seeing approximately like the candle is more than $2,000 and we're still $1,400 up. So it's less than a 20% correction here right now. So that's still looking particularly decent in my opinion, 25%. Rates will remain ultra low because the VEX base will be for the rich getting richer, payoff along with it. I mean, the whole problem with Bitcoin right now here is that Bitcoin is starting to turn into towards every single other asset class, you know, and that's the part where we should start to get in here, because why is the price action getting so much suppressed here? Well, like major governments are trying to step in towards Bitcoin, is because the rich always want to be staying rich. So what is the rich right now doing? The rich is getting their positions in Bitcoin while the price action is getting suppressed. So are you going to be falling for those people that are like, are you going to be falling and selling off your Bitcoin right now because you think we are in a bear market, or are you going to follow the smart money? Because if we look at like big wallets, these whale wallets, they are still accumulating, and I rather follow the big and smart money than of course the average Joe, of course, because I like to be staying where the smart money is at. And of course, that's the thing I've been doing for already the past 6 years. And for me, it has paid off very, very well. Like 4 years ago, I still worked at McDonald's. I was flipping burgers. 2.5 years ago, I stopped doing that. I started going full time on crypto, just crypto basically. And I had still school at that point here. And like 2 years ago, I dropped out of school because it went very well. And then as well, we started this YouTube channel. So for me, it went all very quickly, all because I invested my time in crypto. So investing your time in crypto is definitely a thing that you should be doing here. Let me see. Are you from the Netherlands? I am. I am definitely from the Netherlands. Yeah, I've got a Dutch accent. Probably you hear it very, very, very loud. How old are you? I turned 21 like last week, and 2 weeks ago I turned 21. It was pretty terrible day, actually. My most terrible day of my whole life. Why is because I got a food poisoning. I was like, I've never felt so bad in my entire life. I was like for 3 days so ill, never been so ill. So I don't recommend having a food poisoning. Of course, you can't do anything about it, but I hate it. I never thought it was so terrible, but actually it is so terrible, guys. So please be careful. Let me see. Can I work together? I mean, guys, I am literally hiring approximately 6 persons right now. And I'm having some calls this week again. So if you're just interested in like getting a job or something, I usually try to ask it through Instagram. I just will post a story and I will check my DMs, etc. So if you're interested in it, make sure to follow me as well on Instagram at CryptoRoverYT. As well on Instagram, like I post these reels about crypto tips and some other lifestyle stuff here. And in my story, I show you what I basically do outside of crypto trading, of course, and crypto. I mean, it's pretty crypto related. I give you guys a lot of crypto tips as well over there. So follow me on Instagram will be truly cool here, CryptoRoverYT. And if you're really into working in crypto, let me know, guys, who is really into working in crypto, because I'm literally going to be hiring 6 people. I'm probably already find 2 people, and it's going to be pretty epic because it's going to be for myself as well, big projects, because I've got some very big things in my mind here, and right now finally I've got my business sorted out, you know. My business is sorted out, and I want to be starting up a lot of things here. So I don't know if I will be talking about everything already, but there's going to be big things coming towards it. There's going to be an investment group. There's going to be probably be venture capital and much more. So big things are coming. So that's why I'm as well hiring more people. And probably right now we're starting with 6. We're going to be building it up towards a very, very big organization. So if you're interested in it, make sure to let me know. Everyone is saying here, of course. And you know what is going to be very important in my business is that everyone I work with has to have a passion for crypto. You can't work at my place if you're not having passion with crypto, because we should be, of course, revolutionize the world, and of course with our business we're going to do so as well. Payments are only in crypto. Me in Canada too. Yeah, I mean, the problem is that I probably will be hiring people from the Netherlands, is because I will be having my office there, and maybe some people outside of it. I already have some people outside of it, but not a lot here, because I like to have everyone at my office so I can talk with them. So we have real life meetings, and it will be just go a little bit easier to work on everything right there. So that's probably why I do like it, that everyone is like at my office, you know. So yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. Remote work possible, that's still a thing we're figuring out. So first with the initial team, we're going to set up some things here, and maybe indeed later it will be possible as well. So I mean, I'm not going to talk about it. And of course, also for my videos, I will be like make an extra studio over there, and we're going to be making short informative videos about maybe the market overview very quickly, about certain information you need to know about the market, and you could learn more and more. So we've got some big plans for it, and yeah, it's pretty funny. Pretty funny. After 14 years, I search a new job. That's pretty cool. Crypto made me never work for a boss again, so let's work together. I mean, I don't really want to be a boss, you know. I mean, everyone is like, the culture in the business is going to be very important for me, because I know what I don't want. You know, I always say, don't give someone something you never want to have as well, you know. So you're going to be having the same view like I have on my job, and like I never want. So of course, if we work together, you will be getting treated like in beauty, of course. And of course, we will be having a lot of parties together. Let me see. What skill sets are you looking for? I'm currently looking for an article writer, script writer, social media manager, media growth and strategies. I am also looking for a Photoshop designer, and those are already 5, and a personal assistant, so 6. So pretty a lot here, actually, what we're looking for. And of course, after everything is sorted out here, we're looking for more things, but that's of course with the first initial team we're going to be working with. So looking pretty good. Chicken waffle. That's pretty cool. I love the bull trap. I mean, I love this bear trap, actually. So I mean, daily time frame is looking pretty solid in my opinion here. It's looking pretty solid. So 7 minutes from now, we're going to close up 4-hourly candle, guys. What do you think of this 4-hourly candle? Do you think it's a good one? Do you think it's a bad one? Let me know. Do you think Ethereum will drop down below 1.8k, 1.9k area? I'm looking to buy another drop. I mean, I see people who are trading on 69k. People say, I want to be buying Bitcoin on 50k. Then they say, I want to be buying Bitcoin on 40k. And then they say, I want to be buying Bitcoin below 30k. Of course, you're talking about Ethereum, but you get the point. I mean, sometimes I should never look at one level and say to myself, I want to be buying at that level. No, I'm going to look at several levels. I'm going to look at the market. And what I'm going to do, and I mean, Bitcoin is looking like it is pretty close towards a reversal. We're not going to take much longer. The reversal is going to come here in the coming days, coming weeks. But the best strategy, what I should be using, of course, no financial advice, is just dollar cost average. Dollar cost average. You, of course, buy every week a certain portion of a certain amount of Bitcoins, so you have a very good average price here. If you got a very good average price, you're in. You're making a ton of money because you're buying for an average price, and you're never going to catch the exact bottom. It's too hard. No one is going to catch the exact bottom, and that's the reason why we dollar cost average in towards markets. So very important to know. I think it's the best strategy. For me, it has worked the best. And of course, there are a lot of studies proven that literally prove that dollar cost averaging is literally the best way of investing in crypto. If you want to be investing in crypto, dollar cost average. It has been showing us the best results so far. So I think you should be definitely looking towards dollar cost averaging because it's the way to go. It's the way to go. KuCoin has a very sweet DCA build. I mean, there are several exchanges that are having a DCA build, but I mean, you don't even need a DCA build actually. I mean, what you only need, oh, excuse me for touching my microphone. What you only need is like a phone, you need money, and you need a timer. You need to enable your timer on your phone. Just put it on repeat every single week. And that's the time that you're going to buy. Exact time. You don't care. If it's in the middle of a correction, you don't care. Is it in the middle of a pump? You don't care. You're buying. You're buying an average price, and that's good. Of course, you could be maybe thinking, you could do your technical analysis on it. You could be saying, okay, right now it's overbought. I'm waiting a little bit longer. Right now it's oversold. I'm going to buy a little bit earlier, you know? So you could be using those things to adjust your strategy and adjust your times a little bit here. But just look to buy every single week to get a very good average price. I think it's the best to do so. Yeah, exactly. And just hodl. I mean, for me as well. I mean, what I do, like I could spend all my money on stupid stuff, you know? But you know what I do? I make a bunch of Bitcoin and I send it to my ledger and I'm not looking at it. I'm not even looking at it. You know, I don't care where Bitcoin is going to trade today. I don't care where Bitcoin is going to trade tomorrow. All I care about is where Bitcoin is trading in 10 years from now on. And I mean, I am here for the future. I'm here for the technology and I'm here to secure my wealth for my coming generations, not for me, not for my lifetime. I'm trying to secure my wealth. No, I'm trying to secure my wealth for my next generations. At least 4 or 5 generations have to be settled. So that's the reason why I at least hodl for 5 to 10 years, because then we're on the next cycle. You're making tons of money. So I think it's the best way to do so. Isn't better to DCA into alts for a better return? I mean, DCAing is not only about Bitcoin. DCAing is as well about all altcoins, you know. So as well for Ethereum, as well if you see a good project, DCA. I think Cardano is definitely a good token to be DCAing in currently. Why do I say so? Is because smart contracts are massively increasing on Cardano, the network. Cardano is currently focusing itself on Africa, and you know which. The economic growth of Africa is crazy. The economic system there is booming. I think that Cardano is definitely a very good investment if we're going to talk about, let's say the coming whole year of 2022. Of course, we're trading on the same low prices of the beginning of 2021. Pretty cheap valuation. Could be starting to be accumulating it, of course. As well, I could call many coins what we could be looking at in terms of accumulation. I think like Eve is one of the most undervalued projects right now here to look at. Big DeFi project that is so low. It's trading so low. And let me go towards the 3-day time frame here to give you guys a little bit of a better view. But Eve is so low, in my opinion, one of the most undervalued projects here right now out on the market. As well, we are currently creating a massive squeeze pattern here. That could be resulting in, of course, a significant breakout. But Aave is definitely a coin. They have a lot of budget. They're investing a lot of new people in their project. Their returns, their APYs are pretty decent. It's pretty reliable. They are not having a lot of inflation. I just like the project, and I think it's an undervalued one that could easily do a 4 or 5x here in literally the coming 5 months from now on. I think that Aave got a 5x potential in 5 months. It doesn't like some people say, okay, I see this coin is going to do a 100x within a year. I mean, it's probably not really realistic. If I give you a realistic thought, I think that Aave literally can do a 5x in 5 months. And I mean, if you say to me right now, Rover, you could be making 500% gain in 5 months. Do you say yes or no? Of course, there are. I mean, I invested in a bunch of altcoins and I literally make 3,400% in a day. So a 34x in a day. I've had that several times, but this is a sustainable investment, a safer investment in my opinion. So I definitely put a very big portion of my wealth right now in Aave as well. Just like on VeChain, I've been accumulating and buying the dollar cost averaging basically on VeChain. Why do I dollar cost average on VeChain and not go all in? Because I like the dollar cost average because I told you it's the best strategy to go for. And second of all, I believe in the project. I believe in the revolution that VeChain could be making. And that's the reason why I keep buying. That's the reason why I keep buying, because I think it could be bringing us massive financial wealth here towards the market. Coins you should not be DCAing in is probably Dogecoin. Has been trading in a significant downtrend, to be very honest. Matic as well taking a particular big hit here, breaking the upwards long support line, really coming down afterwards from that point here. They broke above the all-time high, but came down afterwards because of basically Bitcoin really failing to hold on this uptrend. So, I mean, if Bitcoin was still in a more bullish period, we could have been seeing as well more bullish price action for the Matic price action. So that is definitely a little bit unfortunate to see right now here. So Near Protocol shows great growth. Look on it, please. So to be honest, Near Protocol has been definitely in my watch list here for quite a while here. Near Protocol has been growing very quickly, but indeed came down as well afterwards. But what we could say is that Near Protocol had a massive spike and a massive increasement in periods where the market was not so bullish here. So what can we be expecting if the market does flip bullish and Near Protocol is still around here? In my opinion, what we could be expecting on that point here is that we're going to create, and I get a message from a second, that we could be expect massive price growth as soon as the market does flip bullish again. I mean, what we can see is that first of all, Near Protocol is in a significant uptrend. It's moving up in a very steady wave here. It's moving up with higher lows and higher highs along the way up, and you're basically buying in towards an uptrend, but you're buying in towards the lows of the uptrend. So the risk is most certainly pretty low right now for accumulating Near Protocol, and the returns could be still very sustainable and very big, especially if the market does flip bullish. And remember, Near Protocol is currently trading on a market cap of how much billion? I think it was around 7 billion right now. Of course, it came down a little bit, $7 billion US dollars. It was trading only 12 billion US dollars. So there was, of course, a pretty low bill. I mean, we say right now 7 billion is low, but still it has a lot of potential to grow even further. If we're going to look at the top 10, it's already trading on 30. And of course, if we're going to be seeing a significant market movement towards the upside for Bitcoin, these altcoins are going to easily trade back on the 60, 70, 80 billion US dollars. What means that it could easily do a 10x from here on. Of course, what we can as well see and what we could discuss here, I think it's very important to know and to, of course, wake up everyone who's currently watching here. We know Bitcoin has a market cap of 750 billion US dollars. Did you know that Apple currently have a market capitalization of 2.9 billion US dollars? What basically is, of course, if we do Bitcoin times 4, so let's say Bitcoin is going to do a 4x from now on, it's going to trade on 160,000 US dollars, and it's going to be having a market capitalization of 3 trillion US dollars. That is, of course, crazy, but you know, it's funny. It then has the same market cap as Apple. And Apple is already, of course, is a big company, but Bitcoin has so much room to grow. Just compare a 160k Bitcoin is going to equal the market cap of Apple. And maybe at that time, as Bitcoin is going to reach it, Apple's standing way higher, and the price of Bitcoin could be as well. So Bitcoin has so much room to still grow, and yet a lot of people don't see it, don't see the value or don't see the possibilities where it could be potentially go towards. So please wake up. The opportunities are big. Wake up right now here. That's what I could say here. So Bitcoin, sorry for missing it out here, closed a 4-hourly candle, and this is, in my opinion, an extremely bullish 4-hourly candle close. Why do I think this is a bullish 4-hourly candle close? Is because Bitcoin basically broke above the range high here. The range high got broken for Bitcoin, and since of that point, we saw a massive price increasement. Of course, this massive price increasement is getting, this massive price increasement is currently getting kickstarted because, of course, the market, it started to be pushing up here. But right now, like I, of course, already warned everyone about, my price target is going to be laying around to 44.4K for Bitcoin. So looking pretty good. Why I am currently aiming for this target is because this is the range high of the previous trend here, and since we broke the horizontal resistance box here, we're most certainly going to be looking for this level to be, of course, increasing towards. So let me as well quickly do a tweet out. Hopefully you guys, let me see, Bitcoin new price target. So of course, what will be truly amazing, guys, if you could be good to my Twitter and help me push this tweet here to more people. So I will be copying this link very quickly and post it in chat. If you guys could go to my Twitter and give this tweet a like here and a comment, it will be truly amazing. You will be helping me out a little bit here, and yeah, it will be truly amazing if you could share this with your friends, of course. So what I basically think about Bitcoin right now here is that we are definitely looking bullish. Of course, on the 1 hour time frame, we as well broke above the 39.2k, very solid close. Of course, why I thought this close was so important is because right now we are, of course, broke above the range high, and that is, of course, one of the most important things to do. You do not want to be closing below the range high. Why don't you want to see that? Is because if Bitcoin is going to show weakness on a breakout, and it's not, of course, breaking above all the previous highs in the market, it is most certainly going to show us some weakness in the chart here. But right now, since we have been breaking outside of it, and we saw a further increasement towards the upside as well getting generated, since of that point, we right now expect we're going to see a way further and significant growth towards the upside getting started, since we did clearly saw, of course, the breakthrough of the range high of the 39.4k. So that's looking good. Let me as well, on addition, add this towards this tweet here, because I think this is pretty valuable information. Some, of course, some important charting. So guys, if you want to be checking out this tweet, go to our Twitter. Of course, if you want to be staying up to date outside, of course, these live streams on the market, don't forget to follow us as well on Twitter at Rover CRC. If you smash up that like button, follow button over there, you could be definitely, will be staying up to date about all the market developments here on Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency space here. So that's, of course, definitely very cool if you're going to do so. But Bitcoin basically did broke out of this level. This is currently showing us, of course, definitely long opportunities as well here. Why do I say so? Is because we broke above the range high over here. Let me quickly check up on the funding rates. They're changing up, and of course, like you can see, Bybit just absolutely got, I mean, those shorts were absolutely went out of the market like crazy very quickly. 55 million liquidation, 80 million liquidation in the past 4 hours. So funding rates right away all went normal again here. They were so negative, right? It went normal again. So this is, of course, for me, definitely a warning shot, because you want to be still see the funding rates being negative. Why do you want to see that? Is because if the funding rates are positive again, it means that there are more longs in the market and that the short squeeze is less likely to occur. So this is pretty unfortunate to see, to be honest. Bad development. This development guy, like I can be bullish and bearish. I can change my thoughts very quickly, you know. So what I say, because I think it's important to change your thoughts, because everything can change every single moment, right? So what is important to know here is that still, I'm not going to necessarily open a long position right now here, because I think the market is a little bit overbought right now in the imminent short term. What I will be looking forward towards doing here is that I want to be opening a long position on the retest. On the 4 hour time frame, I think we're not going to see a massive increasement right now here. I don't think we're going to be spiking up right away towards the highs. No, what I think is that we're first going to roll over a little bit, back towards 38.6k approximately, retest these highs over here. So what you want to be seeing is the retest of this orange line here. And let me remove the box here for a second. If we retest this orange line over here, this is going to be my long entry. This is going to be my long entry, and then I'm going to be looking to, of course, write it towards that 44k target. So that's going to be my strategy right now here for the market. I am looking forward towards getting a retest of the previous 4 hourly high. If I can get that retest of the 4 hourly high, I will be looking to write it further up higher. I'm not going to be opening my long position right here. No, I'm going to wait a little bit here. 4 hour, I mean, the 1 hour is also pretty overbought here, so I'm going to wait a little bit here on the lower side, 38.7k, 38.6k, before opening my position. So that's going to be my strategy. Let me know what your strategy currently is here. I don't like to enter long position once the market is overbought here. Because that's usually, pretty careful. You should be very careful once opening a position on those levels, on those ranges, of course. As well, we could be looking for an upper supplement resist line over here, but we already broken, so that's pretty good. So, nevertheless, guys, I want to be right now wrap up this stream here, because I've got something to do here. I actually have to go to the gym right now, so that's looking pretty good. And hopefully, you guys. Oh wait, my stream. I see one picture microphone. Microphone is getting worse. I don't know what it is. I actually don't know what it is. So this is my computer microphone. So give me a second. I have to. I guess I have to buy a new one. I mean, I've been using this microphone already for a year, so maybe it's just getting broken. It's better. It's fine. Sounds better going. Oh, excuse me for the sound. So, anyways, guys, I'm going to listen back to stream here if it's so terrible, because I don't know what's literally happening right now. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in towards the stream again. Don't forget to smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out my Instagram, guys. If you want to be getting a job here, keep your eyes on my Instagram. I am hiring people for Instagram. If you want to be checking out lifestyle as well, check out Instagram here. Link in the description here at CryptoRoverYT. But just check the link in the description. You can be finding my socials over there if you want to be following me, and if you want to be staying up to date about every single detail here in the market. Yeah, you should definitely check that out here. It's definitely a recommendation. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching towards this amazing stream, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.